Good morning, Knicks Nation. Today is Friday, the 28th day of February 2025. Happy Friday to you. I hope everybody's safe and healthy headed into this weekend. The family is safe and healthy, and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field, along with the first responders who every day are doing their best to save lives, and those also that pick up garbage to keep our places clean, and those that make deliveries for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women that are here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover teenagers and children that are the victims of child molestation and pedophilia. People that are also victims of pornography, child pornography, prostitution, child prostitution, human trafficking, and sex slavery. Double curses on all the perpetrators, the profiteers, and the perverts that create the demands for these industries. Finally, double blessings on the homeless. More than 600,000 men, women, children, families, veterans, senior citizens, homeless in the United States of America, and millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. There's going to be a basketball game tonight in Memphis, Tennessee. The New York Knicks will be playing the Memphis Grizzlies in Memphis, Tennessee today. It is a big game for the one reason that we have Mitchell making his season debut tonight in Memphis. He'll probably come off the bench to start, to get him warmed up, to get his feet wet. But just to have number 23 back on the floor with the New York Knicks is huge. It's big time. I don't understand the mentality, or maybe I don't know, but I got a couple of content comments. Man, Hukporti is help. What are we going to do now? Like, as if it's the end of the world because Ariel Hukporti's hurt. I never thought Ariel Hukporti was our savior. So he's hurt. Yeah, so he's missing the rest of the season. Okay. We were waiting for this man, Mitchrob. We're waiting for him to return. That's the guy we need. That's the guy we need. Not saying Ariel Hukporti's not going to help us in the future, but that's the point. In the future, next year, cool. Maybe even in the playoffs. He's supposed to be out 4 to 6 weeks. Meniscus is not an ACL, so he might be back for the playoffs. But it's not a big deal. The big deal is Mitchrob. So he's coming back now. Going into this game, at this point, Memphis, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, let me look at the standings, but they're definitely top 3 in the West, if not top 2. They are now second in the West by a half game over the Denver Nuggets, who lost last night. Denver Nuggets lost last night. I forgot who they played, but they lost last night. So Memphis got a half-game lead. Memphis in the second seed. It's very similar to the East in that Oklahoma City's run away with the West. I mean, they run away with it. They're 47-11. They're going to win the West. The question is who's going to be second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Right now, Memphis is in second, a half game ahead of Denver. Denver's a full game ahead of the Lakers, who are tied with the Houston Rockets. So it's a dog fight for 2 through 5 right now. The Clippers are only in the 6th spot, but they're only a half game ahead of the Golden State Warriors, and you still got the Timberwolves in it. So it's a dog fight in the West. So they're going to be fighting for every win right now. Here we are down the stretch. They are favored. They're heavily favored tonight against the Knicks. It's like 68-32, 68% favor the Memphis Grizzlies to win the game. And their only real rotational piece of note that's on the injury list is Desmond Bane, which is, important piece for them. But he's got a groin pull, so he's questionable tonight. That's it. They're healthy. Outside of Desmond Bane, they got Ja Morant, they got Jaren Jackson Jr., Zach Edey, Brandon Clark, Salty Aldama. They have Gigi Jackson, Luke Kennard. They got the whole squad. Scottie Pippen Jr. Everybody that normally contributes for them is going to be available tonight, and probably Bane will too. So it's going to be them at full strength. And finally, for the Knicks on the other side now, we got a lot of, if you look at the injury report now, It looks kind of tough because you got Mitchell Robinson's questionable game time decision for Josh Hart, game time decision for Karl Anthony Towns. Hukporti is out. So, you're talking about 3 rotation pieces that are game time decisions. We expect Mitchell Robinson to play tonight. Hart is, I would say, 80% chance he plays tonight. And then you got Gato. Now, I don't know about Karl Anthony Towns. He's going to warm up. I don't know what he's going to say. I don't know what's going to happen. Fine. But if he does play, then if Karl Anthony Towns plays, then the Knicks will be at full strength. You'll have your starting 5. You'll have Mitchell Robinson, Precious Achiuwa, and Deuce McBride, as well as Cameron Payne and Landry Shamet. So you pretty much will be at full strength. Now, the other night, when Hukporti did start, if you were watching, that was the return of Knicks defense that we know about. See, they were guarding the perimeter. The paint was guarded. Hukporti was very active, and that showed the defense that we can have when Mitchell Robinson returns. And that's what we're looking for. Someone asked the question, so we got rim protection. What about the perimeter? It's like, do you know basketball at all? So if you got rim protection, that means that the players on the perimeter are able to be more aggressive because the players that they're guarding are less willing to challenge the rim protector. Okay? So when you got a strong rim protector who can also show double and get back, that's active, he can move around. He can move around the chessboard to the defensive side of the basketball. He can block shots from the weak side. He can get defensive rebounds and clear the glass after one shot. It makes everybody better. Now, when Mitchrob first got to the league, the Knicks sucked on defense. I mean, before Tom Thibodeau, he would get in foul trouble a lot because he was young and also because nobody was guarding anybody on the perimeter. Scrubs were getting into the lane against the Knicks. That is not the case now. When you got a Mitchell Robinson, just as you saw the other night, if you're paying attention, Mikal Bridges' defense went up a notch. So did OJ Anunoby's. And it's because they had Hukporti behind him. Okay, and Hukporti's a rookie. Like I said, he's not even Mitchell Robinson. He's going to be good, but he ain't Mitchrob. And when Mitchrob's back there, it's a different game. Now, one guy that ain't scared to go, no matter who's under the basket, is Ja Morant, okay? The 40-something vertical leap guy. He will go no matter who's there and will score no matter who's there. So it's going to be tough with him. So we're going to need Mikal and OG and Deuce. We're going to need them on the floor. We're going to need them playing that perimeter defense tight on that boy. And again, you're not going to stop Ja Morant. You're not going to stop him from scoring. He's going to score. In the league, you got the greatest basketball players on the planet playing at the highest level on the planet. So you're not going to stop Ja Morant from getting his, what is he scoring? 29 a game. What you want, 21 a game. What you want to do is make him work hard for that 21 points. That's what you want to do. You want to make him work hard. He's going to get his 21. Okay, he's going to get it. But you want to make him work really hard to get his 21 points. You don't want him just easily getting 21 points, right? He usually gets it on 16 shots a game. You want him to take 22 to get it. See? So you want him to work harder. And our guys are capable of doing that. Mikal, OG, Deuce especially. They're all capable of making the opponent work really hard to get their points. So that's what we're trying to get here. I'm hoping we can get 15 minutes out of Mitchrob. That would be good. You got 16 minutes out of Hukporti the other night, and that was pretty significant, 16 minutes. We did not have Karl Anthony Towns, and we got 16 minutes from Hukporti. And of course, if you watch that game, the biggest defensive plays that night were from Precious Achiuwa. And so we got that. Precious went to University of Memphis. He's very familiar with that area. He likes playing there. This is a good thing. So we got that to look forward to tonight. I won't see the game live, but I will see it on replay tomorrow. Please, Knicks, do your thing. Okay, nobody get hurt. Go out here and do what you do. So we're looking forward to seeing that. He's definitely going to be coming back. The questionable listing is an upgrade from being out, right? He's questionable, so that's good. It was reported yesterday, I believe, from Ian Begley that he had no setback as far as, when he went hard on 5-on-5 in practice. He had no setback. He wasn't sore or anything, so that's all good. This is what makes this a big game. It's Mitchell Robinson, and it's a good first test, even if we can get 15 minutes out of him against Memphis. This is a good test. Now, if Karl Anthony Towns is able to play, of course, he's a bit of a liability defensively, but Zach Edey cannot guard him. Okay, Zach Edey cannot guard him. That would be good. Okay, it's going to hurt a little bit defensively. Tom Thibodeau is probably not changing the starting lineup right now. Not right now. He might change it, once Mitchrob returns to the starting lineup, which Thibs already indicated he will. But this game, Mitchrob's first game back, I don't think he starts. So you're probably going to have the same unit. That's a defensive liability. That's going to be a bit of a problem. Let's hope they can hold it down in the meantime, right? Because now the reason Cat is questionable is because of his knee. And he already is not a great lateral movement guy. And of course, when his knee is hurt, obviously it diminishes the little bit that he has as far as lateral movement. So they got to set up a scheme whereby he stays close to the basket. Let Zach Edey float on the three-point line. I'm not worried about Zach Edey from the three-point line. Okay, let him be out there doing whatever he wants and stay near the basket. Give him that space. Help out other players. Stay in the triangle area around 8 feet of the basket without 3 seconds, without defensive 3 seconds. And that's how we got to attack this, okay? Our guys have got to work really hard in the perimeter to not allow guys in the paint. See, one of the reasons that the Knicks have been getting blitzed from the three-point line is because of Karl Anthony Towns' lack of ability to be a rim protector, really. And I'm not trying to down him. It's just, it is what it is. But they're trying to guard the paint. Thibs' schemes tells you protect the paint at all costs, which means they're leaving three-point shooters open. See, when Mitchell Robinson or Hukporti's back there, they can protect the paint and still press up on the shooters. Can't do that with Karl Anthony Towns. See, and can't even do that with Precious, even though Precious is a rim protector. He's only 6'8". So that's the problem. So they're going to have to press up a bit, but they won't be able to. They're going to have to protect the paint, okay, and hope that they can hold it down on the perimeter until you get Mitchell Robinson in the game. That's the problem right there. So we'll see what happens. This is going to be a tough game. Memphis is favored, and they should be. But we the New York Knicks. Here we come. And Mitchrob is back. So we here. You all enjoy the game. We'll talk about it. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Shalom.